Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsan ila yaumiddin. Let's begin our last session for this semester, yeah? This is the last session, the last meeting, and next week you will have PAS, yeah? So this is, I'm going to tell you some clues for PAS. Okay, what's the difference between Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Or the discussion about nature and nurture, yeah? You still remember that? Nature and nurture. Okay? Okay, write that down. This is the clues. The discussion about nature and nurture. Nurture. What's the difference between nature and nurture?
From the environment that you live in.
Yeah, from the environment, yeah?
Nature is from your parents.
Nature?
Nature is like your biological.
Nature, yeah? Yeah, it's in your blood, okay? Faris, it's in your blood, okay? It's in your genes. People say that, it's in your genes. I was born like that, yeah? It's in your, religiously speaking, fitrah. Have you heard about the word fitrah in Islam? Fitrah. It's the fitrah of. It is the fitrah of what? The fitrah. Nature and nurture. The fitrah. Man was born having fitrah. Have you ever heard about this fitrah? Man going back, humans going back to the fitrah. That's why they say that Idul Fitri, going back to the fitrah of the mankind, because you don't have any sins anymore. They say that. Idul Fitrah, going back to fitrah. Wallahu a'lam bisawab. So nature is from the environment. From you were born like that. It is the creation from Allah Azza wa Jal, yeah? This is the terminologies that Cambridge, the books in the Cambridge book gives you, but we also have we also have our own terminology as a Muslim, yeah. As Muslims, as we have our books, yeah. We say that it is from Allah. We were created like this, but you know, the Westerners, especially those who are atheists, who don't have any religion, the only way they describe this is, this is nature, right? This is nature. We were born like that. It was like that, okay? It's unchangeable. It's unnegotiable, yeah. Nature and then nurture, yeah. Nurture is what does nurture mean? Huh? Nurture means to nurture a kid, to nurture a child, a mother nurturing her child, right? Nurture means being educated, being yeah, what?
Being educated by people.
Yes. Being educated. So it's kind of like it's the same as socialization, right? Primary and secondary socialization. Okay, so that's one of the clues. The first clue, nature and nurture, yeah? Understand that, huh? Nurture, N-U-R-T-U-R-E. N-U-R-T-U-R-E. Okay. You have to understand the difference between capitalism and communism, yeah? Socialism. Socialism is the same thing as socialism is the same thing as communism. The essence. What is the point of contention? Yeah, what is the point of contention? Communism. What is the basic of each group's argument? Why are they at war at each other? Right? There was a world war, yeah, kan? World war between communism and capitalism, yeah. There was a world war, yeah, kan? There was a world war, but it wasn't a world war. It was only Cold War, yeah. But in any case, the world was divided. The whole world was divided into two. One one camp was the capitalist camp, and then the other camp is the communist socialist camp, right? And even in our daily lives, whether you feel it or not, whether you realize it or not, yeah, some people have tendencies towards capitalism. Some people have tendencies towards socialism, right? So it's not really a debate about. Remember, it's not really a debate about religion. No. It's about how resources are distributed and managed. Yeah, how resources are distributed and managed. Yeah, it's about the distribution of the wealth of nations. Okay, that is the essence of socialism, capitalism. Whether socialist or communist is an atheist, right? A communist can also be an atheist, right? A capitalist, right? A lot of capitalists. It's not only the socialist who is an atheist, but it's also the capitalist, right? أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that, don't you see the person who takes his hawa as his ilah, as his God, his whole life and his perspective, right, is about earning profit. Okay, it's about earning profit. So that's he's a communist if he puts his ilah and his main goal is to get profit. Ya kan? Okay, but the essence of capitalism, communism is about sharing and distributing the wealth of nations. Okay, for example, now I said that in your everyday life, people will have tendencies to capitalism, people will have tendencies to socialism. Okay, for example, I'll give an example. Okay, let's say that you have 1 million rupiah. Okay. Now you have 1 million rupiah. Now you want to decide what you want to do with this 1 million rupiah. Okay. Let's say that you can gather with 10 of your friends. Ya kan? 10 of your friends. Okay. Let's gather our funds. Each of us, 10 of us, have 1 million rupiah. Let's gather it. Yeah, gather it, and then it becomes 10 million rupiah, right? Okay, what do we do with the 10 million rupiah? Let's make a company, okay? Okay, let's not make a 10 million rupiah, because you can't make a company with 10 million rupiah, right? Okay, let's say that each person has 10 million rupiah, and then you gather this with 10 others, then you get 100 million rupiah, right? Now, you can decide what you want to do with this, yeah? Okay, let's make a company, yeah? You make a company, like what you're doing right now with your projects, ya kan? You decide to make a company, and what is the purpose of a company? Huh? What is the purpose of the company? To get profit. First of all, to get profit, ya kan? You get profit, and then when you get profit, you can divide it according to how much you contributed. Each contributed. You have shares, yeah. So companies have shares, saham. Okay, companies have. Yeah. Now, this is making a company to gain profit is okay, ya kan? This is a form of capitalism. You're using your capital to gain profit, ya kan? Capitalism. Okay. The other scenario is 10 people have each 10 million rupiah, and then they combine it. They have 100,000 rupiah now, and then they decide to let's make a mosque, ya kan? Let's make a mosque. Let's build a mosque. And what is the purpose of building a mosque? Yes, to pray for ibadah, right? for ibadah. So it's non-profit, yeah. It's non-profit, or you can do anything. It doesn't have to be a mosque. You can make a, let's not take the example of a church, but let's make a non-profit organization. Okay, you can make a non-profit organization. The first case was a for-profit organization. Are you familiar with these terms? There's organizations, for-profit organizations. Yeah, kan? For-profit NGOs. Are you familiar with this? NGO. Huh? NGO is non-profit organization. Okay? And then there's also for-profit organization. Ya kan? For-profit organization. Okay, so a company is for-profit organization. Okay? A school can be what is a school? Is it NGO or FGO? Huh? A school education, educational institution. Is it an NGO or an FGO? It can be either an FGO or an NGO. Yeah, a school can be an NGO. Yeah, I have a school. Yeah, I have a school in Makassar, a small TPK. It's NGO because we don't.
NGO is a short form?
Huh?
NGO is a short form?
No. I'm sorry, not NGO, non-government. NGO is non-government organization, not for-profit organization, not for-profit organization. So there's a for-profit organization and there's not for-profit organization. Yeah, usually it's an NGO. Yeah, NGO. No, they use the non-profit. They use now the not-for-profit organization. Okay, not-for-profit, non-profit. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Non-profit organization. Yeah, not NGO, but not-profit organization and for-profit organization. Yeah. So let's go back to the discussion about communism and capitalism. Somebody decides to make a non-profit organization, yeah? Non-profit organization. Let's say a mosque, okay? A mosque, who owns the mosque? Okay, somebody decides 10 of these people having 100,000 rupiah, okay, that's already enough to build a small mosque or a small musalla, right? Is it for profit? No, it isn't. It's for ibadah, right? It's for the community. Who owns the mosque or the musalla? Is there ownership to anybody? Yeah, everybody can use it. Usually it's not, okay? Even though somebody builds like this mosque, yeah, okay, this is owned by it's not everybody, yeah, it's not everybody. But usually a mosque is owned by the whole community. Yeah, it's a public facility. That's so if somebody, going back to the example, 100 million rupiah, right? Somebody decides to make a group or somebody or a group of people decide to make a for-profit organization, yeah, a company to gain profit, to earn profit, that is leaning to capitalism, right? And then a non-profit organization like a mosque, build a mosque, that is leading to socialism, communism, because the idea of socialism, communism is the community, right? The idea is that nobody has ownership. Again, nobody. Which one is better? Which one is better? Which one do you think? Which one would you lean to? Capitalism. Would you want to make a company and then earn profit? If you had 100 million rupiah, which one would you want?
It depends on our status.
Okay, I'm asking you as a person. Sometimes it doesn't really depend upon status. I know that some people can be very, very. They don't really have a high status. They have a low, but they decide to make a musalla, right? Okay, which one would you want to do? If you had 100 million rupiah, huh? You'd make a company. Okay. Which one would you want, Rafa?
First I'll make a company for
Uh-huh.
my organization, and when I have more money, I'll be the non-profit.
Yeah. So it's justifiable. It's okay. It actually can be better. Yeah. If you make a company, yeah, you can earn profit, and then that profit you can use it for amal jariyah, right? You can go to Hajj, yeah? Hajj needs money, yeah? It's one of the rukun of what? Iman, Islam? Yeah, right. It's the rukun of Islam, right? You need money for that. You can build a mosque, yeah? You can send your parents to perform Hajj, right? When there is a catastrophe or natural disaster like in Chandur, you can donate, yeah, kan? It's good. It's a virtue, yeah? Virtue means something good. So making a company, but at the end goal is to do amal jari is good, right? So capitalism can be good. Socialism, if you want to go straight to the not for profit, yeah, you make something that can also be good, right? So that's why I said that in your everyday life, yeah, in our everyday lives, there's communism and capitalism around us, yeah. Somebody leaning to, as a person, somebody can be leaning to capitalism, somebody can be leaning to socialism. As a country, yeah, a country can be leaning to capitalism, a country can be leaning to socialism, yeah. Okay, so what's the this is the basic idea, yeah. But in the application of socialism, capitalism, yeah, there are negative sides, negative effects, yeah. The problem is if you gain profit without thinking about, or you gain profit by putting aside all the ethics and the rules, especially the rules of religion, yeah. In our religion, in Islam, we believe that there is a concept of zulm, right? So in Islam, you can gain profit as much as you want, as long as you don't, as long as it is halal. What makes something halal? As long as you don't do oppression to another person, okay? For example, okay, you're making a company and then you are hiring employees, right? If you are the owner of the company, then you become the bourgeois, right? And then you can hire proletariat, right? Proletariat so you become the employer, and then you have employees, yeah. Earn as much profit as you want, but don't oppress the rights of others, yeah. Jangan menzalimi hak-hak orang lain, yeah. So that's where the problem is. If it's pure capitalism, yeah, if there's no religion, no ethics involved in capitalism, then surely there will be zulm, yeah. Because you want to gain the idea of capitalism, you want to gain profit as much as possible by with the lowest output, yeah, kan? Gaining the maximum profit with the lowest output. Sometimes when people try to take the lowest output, yeah, the minimum output, this is where oppression is. Okay, let's hire somebody, an employee, but pay him what? Lower than the minimum wage, right? That's why the government has to be involved. So to monitor all these companies, are these companies not doing any form of oppression, ya kan? Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's go back to the clues. Enough about the essence between socialism and capitalism. Okay, nature and nurture. Understand about socialization, right? Socialization. What is what is socialization? It's kind of like nature, yeah. It's kind of nature, and then nature, and then it's the process of learning how to socialize, yeah, kan? So it's nature. It's basically nature. You know, between the nurture and nature debate, it's nature, yeah. Socialization is nature. Is the process of education, yeah. Proses belajar, okay. Now, socialization is divided into how many? Two, primary and secondary. Okay, and then if somebody doesn't receive enough socialization, yeah, what happens? Inadequate, yeah. It's called inadequate socialization, yeah. So somebody, if a child or even an adult, because when he was a child he didn't receive enough socialization, there can be problems with that person, which is apa? What is the worst case scenario? Apa yang paling buruk yang bisa terjadi kepada? Yeah, that's some of the examples that happen. Yeah, but what is the effect? The worst case scenario of somebody who did not receive enough socialization? That's not the worst. Everybody gets stressed. Yeah. Everybody gets stressed once in a while, yeah? What's the worst? The? Apa? He can't become human, ya kan? He cannot function, yeah? Some people say that, okay, that person is abnormal, tidak waras, ya kan? But he can't function normally as a human being, ya kan? And in the book, in your book, Sociology book, it's called apa? There are cases of what kind of children? Feral children, yeah. Basically, these and the worst case scenario is they actually become non-human. They act like animal-like beings, yeah. Some feral children were able to be brought back to become humans, yeah, after some therapy or intense education, yeah. But others, there's two cases where they couldn't come back to normal, right? Okay, so it's called inadequate socialization. Socialization. First of all, socialization. It's divided primary, secondary, and then if you don't get enough socialization, it's called inadequate socialization, right? Who is the founder of? No. Okay. Okay, the difference between norms and values. The difference between norms and values. Norma dan nilai. What is the difference between norms and values? The difference between norms and values. Norms itu, ya, norms, to put it in a very simple way, ya, norms itu adalah behavior, ya, tindakan. Values itu what is in your head and what is in your heart, ya, what you believe in as something that is valuable or within a society, a group of people, what is in their head and what is in their heart, ya kan? And then norms is the behavior, the output. The norms comes from the values, okay? So, for example, we also have this terminology in the Islamic terminology, which is apa? Kind of like amanu wa amilus salihat. Kind of like iman dan Islam, okay? Iman is what's basically the difference between rukun iman and rukun Islam?
Iman is inside your heart.
Yeah, what you believe in, yeah, what's in your heart, what is in your head, right? But Islam, yeah, rukun Islam is what you actually do, ya kan? The amal. Amanu wa amilu salihat, the amal. Yeah. Now, in sociology, the sociologists say that in all societies, yeah, whether that society or in any kind of social group, okay, whether that social group is big as a country and as small as a group of, you say now my circle, yeah, your group, or a gang, ya kan? A gang consisting of 3 or 4 people, there will always be a norms and values, yeah, values and norms, ya kan? Now, sociologists try to devise this to explain how a group is formed and why it stays intact, ya kan? Kenapa sebuah kelompok tetap ada? Karena di antara mereka itu there is a norms and values, yeah. Once people start to differ in these norms and values, then what will happen to the group? Once one doesn't want to doesn't believe it, yeah, right, doesn't believe in the values and don't want to perform, yeah, don't want to act, don't want to behave according to the norms, ya kan? What will happen? Yeah, one will go out of the group, ya kan? Will leave the group. Okay, but if everybody doesn't hold on to the norms and values, what happens? That group, what?
Destroy.
It ceases to exist. Berhenti ada, ya. It falls apart. It bubar, ya. Grupnya bubar, ya. So this is why it's a discussion in sociology, because sociologists want to understand why people become groups, ya kan? Why people become groups and why groups stay as a group, ya kan? Let's take the example of Indonesia. Our norms and values is Pancasila, ya kan?
Yes.
So once a part of Indonesian somewhere, yeah, maybe in Papua, they say, we don't even believe in Pancasila anymore, okay? Basically, what they're saying is what? Basically, we don't want to become a member of Indonesia, yeah? and that's what's happening, and that's why the government is so very serious in dealing with people who try to mess around with the Pancasila, yeah, because it's basically an attack to the existence of the nation, yeah, the nation as a social group, ya kan? Okay, so norms and values, okay? Okay, the discussion about conformity. What does conform mean? Yeah, obeying the rules, yeah? To confirm is to obey, yeah? The rules, the norms and values. And then there is, if you don't obey, you become this is the nonconformity, yeah, right? And then the person who doesn't obey is a nonconformist. Nonconformist basically means a rebel, yeah? A rebellion, yeah? Pemberontak, yeah? Okay, it has a negative connotation, but a nonconformist can sometimes be good, ya kan? Because when does it become good? Does it? Huh? When the rules are bad. When the rules are corrupt, yeah. When the rules are very oppressive, ya kan? When the norms and values of a nation is only for the elites, ya kan? Okay, all the prophets are basically nonconformists, yeah. The teenagers of Al-Kahfi, right? Pemuda-pemuda Kahfi are basically nonconformists because they were told they eventually ran away. They said that we don't want to be a part of this society. If this society is like this, they worship idols, right? Okay, they decided to run away because they also can't fight, right? The system. Okay, let's not be part of the system. Let's memisahkan diri, right? Let's separate ourselves from this society, and then they went to the cave, right? Okay, but that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says in Surah Al-Kahfi, Allah says, إِنَّهُمْ فِتْيَةٌ آمَنُوا بِرَبِّهِمْ وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى. إِنَّهُمْ they are teenagers who believe in Allah. Innahum fityatun, right? Fityatun. Do you know what fityatun means? Teenagers like you. Imagine being teenagers. They're already non-conformist to a society which is a oppressive society, which is a corrupt society, a shirkiya society, a shirk, because they're idol worshippers, yeah? But look at the bravery that these teenagers have. So much so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned them as brave teenagers. Innahum fityatun amanu bi rabbihim wazidun. They are teenagers who believed in their God. Wazidnahum hudan. And because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increased their iman. Right? Subhanallah. And there's another verse in Surah Al-Kahfi. It says, إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا رَبُّنَا رَبُّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ لَن نَّدْعُوَ مِن دُونِهِ إِلَٰهًا لَقَدْ قُلْنَا إِذًا شَطَطًا إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا. What does qama mean? إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا. When they stood up, right? What does qama mean? Standing. إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا. And then they stood up and then they said. These teenagers, they stood up and then they said, إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا رَبُّنَا رَبُّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Our Lord, our God is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the one who created the heavens of the earth. Imagine this. You're in front of an oppressive king, yeah? And then they stood up. Yeah, again? How many people can't even, they're saying the haqq in front of a tyrant. Yeah, again? Teenagers, just like you. Yeah, again? But Allah says that إِذْ قَامُوا فَقَالُوا رَبُّنَا رَبُّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ لَن نَّدْعُوَ. We will not worship any gods. لَن نَّدْعُوَ مِن دُونِهِ إِلَٰهًا. Any gods beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? This is a non-conformity, right? Because the norms and the values of that society is is corrupt, yeah? Corrupt. Okay, let's go to the discussion about patriarchy and matriarchy. Okay, understand the difference between patriarchy and matriarchy. And then the patriarchy, I don't think it's in your book, yeah? Or maybe it is. But patriarchy and matriarchy, and then the patriarchy is normal, yeah? We are a patriarchal society, yeah? Matriarchy is not really normal, yeah? Usually the society is patriarchal, yeah? Generally, most of the communities in the world are patriarchal, ya, bersifat lebih kepada cowok, ya, cowok sebagai penentu, ya. Patriarchy and matriarchy, okay? Yeah, okay. But the extreme form is, yeah, the extreme when a man hates a woman, what is it called? Misogyny, yeah, misogyny. Hates a woman, yeah. And then when a woman hates a man, when a woman hates a man, that's a what? Radical feminist, right? But if there is a feminist that tries to fight for their rights, their justifiable rights, ya kan? Ada hak-hak yang memang diperlukan, ya, justifiable rights. This is called what? No. Suffrage is the right to vote. Okay, that's part of feminists. Suffrages. Okay, write that down. That will be in PIS. Suffrage is the right to vote. Okay, but that's only one right. Okay, only one right that is taken away from the women. Yeah, there are other rights like rights of ownership. Yeah, some societies women can't have ownership, even in the Western societies. When their husband dies, yeah, They don't own anything from their husbands. Yeah, I don't know what happens. Maybe they go with somebody else's. But yeah, there's a lot of types, many types of rights. Suffrage, the right to vote, is one. Yeah, the feminist movement in America started with the suffrage movement. Women were demanding that we also want to vote. Okay, you call yourselves a democratic country. Why don't you allow the women to vote? Yeah, kan? So they demanded that they wanted to vote. Yeah. Now, what was I talking about? Okay, radical fem. Now, if feminists who demand their rights, rights that are due upon women, yeah, that they have the rights, yeah, untuk itu, ya. It's called liberal feminist, ya kan? Liberal feminist. And then there's, liberal and then liberal and radical, ya kan? The radical is the opposite of misogyny. They hate men, ya kan? And then understand as well, there is there's also inequality, right? Inequality in the selling of goods. What is it? Pink tax, yeah? Pink tax. Inequality. Okay, so why is this discussed in sociology? Because one aspect that sociology wants to discuss is how societies interact between each other, ya kan? How society interacts between each other, and sociology, you see, there's always conflict, yeah. First of all, there's conflict between the bourgeois and the proletariat, ya kan? And then there's also conflict between the men and the women, ya kan? And then later on we'll discuss about there's always conflict between the whites and the blacks, ya kan? Racism, which is called racism. The conflict between men and women is called what? Sexism, right? Okay, understand also some of the famous or notable sociologists from the Islamic world. Who is he? Who is the sociologist from the Islamic world? Ibn Khaldun. And what book did he write? Al-Muqaddimah. Okay. And then, what is the position of Islam between going back to capitalism, socialism? What is the position of Islam?
What do you mean position?
Huh?
What do you mean by
You know, so now there's two camps, ya kan? Okay, now we have to use the view of the Islamic view. Where does Islam stand between these two camps, or two extremes, or two sides?
None.
Huh? None. Okay. We talked about it like if you want to make a company, if you want to gain capital, ya kan? Capital means money. If you want to gain capital, yeah, go ahead, ya kan? So the Islamic position is, if you want to be a socialist or a capitalist, so be it, ya kan? So be it, as long as you don't oppress other people, ya kan? As long as you are in the corridor of, there's Sharia, there's the Islamic corridor that you can't oppress other people, ya kan? Even a communist can oppress, ya kan? They're taking the rights of rich people's money, taking away and then distribute. Even if you want to, I mean, you can't go to a rich person's house, ya kan? Take his wealth and then distribute it to the poor, ya kan? Even though you're distributing to the poor, you're still doing oppression to who? To that rich guy, ya kan? Even in Islam you can't do that, ya kan? So Robin Hood, you can't be a Robin Hood. You know the story about Robin Hood, kan? Yeah, Robin Hood. You can't be a Robin Hood. You can't. Everything, all this wealth, the distribution of wealth still has to be distributed in a unoppressive, in a halal way. Okay, that's the position of Islam. Okay? If we talk about purely about the distribution of wealth, ya kan? This is putting aside all the ini kita nggak membahas tentang apa ideologi agamanya di balik ini ya. But purely tentang the distribution of wealth, ya kan? Okay, that's all. That's the kisi-kisi, and we have geography tomorrow, right? Tomorrow or okay, we'll discuss about the kisi-kisi, the clues for geography. We're already out of time. What are you studying now? Okay. Let's close by saying Subhanakallahumma bihamdik asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.